Okay, so we're here with a breakfast breakdown. John Gooden's not here again, so we got my lovely assistant, beautiful assistant, Charlie Leary, John Gooden's stunt double. So we're looking at UFC New Zealand. One submission on the card, and that was Crute, co-main event, great fight. Just really wrestled into the mat, dragged him around, really good control. Got him into the side control, made the more work really efficiently. Let's take a look at the footage. So right now Crute's got the fight to the floor where he wants it. He's in there trying to get that shoulder triangle, but as soon as that arm pops out, straight to the side control, straight to the wrist control, straight to the figure four, shoulder lock, and boom, stretching as far as he can, leans on it and gets the tap. So as you can see there, great control, and there's a little bit of space for that kimura, but the shoulder was so jacked in such a position, there's not much escape when there's so much pain going on. So let's take a look at the position. So we're in here in what we call a side control, because obviously I'm on the side and trying to control him. And what's happening here is what I kind of want to do. I want to isolate this. You saw, and he was kind of in the mount, and the arm was kind of trapped here for like an arm triangle, but then this is getting loose, and it ends up kind of in front of his face and moves around. So as he's losing that mount, he comes back out here, and then he just starts to go for this kimura. So this kimura was, it's a shoulder lock. Uda made famous because the famous judoka submitted Helio Gracie with this, and then obviously everyone now knows it as the kimura. So it's a really nice position, good control. What happens is I hold the wrist and I punch my hand through here and make it like a figure four position on my wrist. In catch wrestling, they would call this a double top wrist lock, because I have the wrist, his wrist, and I have my wrist. So there's many names to this shoulder lock, right? So what happens, he's trying to crank this arm, but because if I keep him too flat, then the floor stops me from making the submission. So he gets up and maybe tries to go to the north-south, but obviously the space gives his opponent a chance to move. But what happens now is he leans his weight on that hip, and he really, I can't even put Charlie's arm where it went. Yeah, the arm was back over here. And like for here, I'm pushing Charlie's arm, and that's where the lock's on. So it's a really good position here, and you can see if I move Charlie, even here, if I don't have much weight on him and he tries to get out of this, if I got this cranking, it's so much pain in the shoulder, it's really, there's so much pain there, it's really hard for him to move. So all he's done, very simple, if he moves back a little so you can see it all he's done is he's come out of that mount. Come out of that mount here, let's get a better angle so you can see it. He's come out of that mount, trying that shoulder triangle where he's lost that. He's come out of the mount, and this hand presents itself, so he ends up grabbing that wrist. And then boom, he's gone for the shoulder, steps over, starts cranking. But where he's leaving his hip loose, he's just shoved his shoulder on there, shoved his armpit there, and just started cranking. And this just almost touched the back of his head, and that will blow his shoulder out or snap his humerus in half. Good submission. Just a bit of brute force there as well. That is, light heavyweight division is super strong. You see the size of the guy's legs. Solid. So good fight, good submission. And we look forward to the next instalment, John's return. Well, I don't know. Maybe we keep Charlie.
I don't think we need.
Yeah. Right.